who wants to be filled with the Holy Spirit? Well, that's a silly question. The question is, who wouldn't want to be filled with the Spirit? Are you ready for some good news? The more that I've come to understand the privilege, majesty, and wonder of life in the Spirit, the question is not who would want to be filled with the Holy Spirit. The question is, who wouldn't want to be filled with the Spirit of God? I've known many Christians over the years who have felt more than a bit uptight about the idea of an encounter with the Holy Spirit, and I was one of them. When I was in college, my small Bible study group decided to attend a meeting sponsored by a charismatic fellowship on campus. It was a much livelier meeting than I'd ever experienced in my Lutheran and Methodist upbringing. And at one point, with heads bowed and eyes closed, the Pentecostal evangelist asked, "How many of you would like to be filled with the Holy Spirit?" And I felt nervous and uncertain, but I raised my hand. Well, years later, having come to know much more about the character of the third person of the triune God, I think the question, who wants to be filled with the Holy Spirit, is a remarkably silly question. It's like asking who would like peace or joy. It's like asking who would like to have a far more abundant life. No, a better question would be to ask, who wouldn't want to be filled with the Holy Spirit? After all, the Holy Spirit is the Spirit of Jesus Christ, the presence of God Himself, who takes up residence in the heart of every believer. He's the greatest teacher in the world. He knows everything about you, and He loves you intimately and infinitely. He never shames. He only shows grace. He knows every step you should take, and He only wants the best for you. The Holy Spirit is the presence of God who gives peace in troubled times. He brings joy unspeakable. The Holy Spirit emboldens us to live a life that matters. The Holy Spirit is the giver of precious spiritual gifts. The Holy Spirit is so wonderful. Who would not want to be filled with the Holy Spirit? That's the real question, and that's the gospel. Well, that's today's good news, and you can click here and get more devotionals from this month's teachings about the Holy Spirit or from any other time. And better yet, subscribe to the channel and start out every single day with good news. Have a great day.